cost due per year for each of these 2 years, and is there an option for renewal at the end?
I think the cost per year is 2.7 million per year for these 2 years, which is considerably lower than the initial offer. This deal saves the city from the original offer by $900,000 a year.
And would there be an option to extend the contract?
This is a flat 2-year deal, and hopefully by then the market conditions will change favorably for waste management and change favorably for the city of Houston. But this does provide certainty for people within the city of Houston, and it gives us an opportunity to even work, to continue recycling. And it only costs for 75% of our load going to waste management, which still gives us a flexibility with respect to the other 25%. So I think it's, I would tell you, I think it's a darn good deal for the Houstonian, for Houston, for those who are keenly interested in recycling. And again, I certainly want to thank Waste Management for working with us to make this happen.
How do you plan to communicate with residents that they're no longer going, or may no longer be able to recycle glass if this contract is approved? And how, let's say glass is recycled, what will Waste Management do in the case that glass is put in other items?
I think both parties anticipate that glass may still be placed in the bins for a few months, and we're prepared to deal with that. We'll work with that as people segue out. So I think we're anticipating that practice will continue for a while. But I also want to emphasize that people can still drop off their glass at the neighborhood repositories, so they can still do that. In terms of getting the word out, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there are about 10 cameras that are here, and then of course we have the Houston Chronicle. I mean, come on now, it doesn't read. So just pick you up a Houston Chronicle on tomorrow.
That's a free advertisement.
This is about a win-win for everybody.
Thanks for the advertising.
But I think you can see, yesterday we were talking about $104 at the gate. This is $90 per ton. I know people were keenly interested in making sure that there was no disruption in recycling. Waste Management heard their pleas. The city of Houston, all of us heard their plea, and I think it's a lesson that I think we can all work through difficult, challenging situations to come up with a solution. And so I'm proud that we were able to do that. Okay. Thank you, sir.
One more question. My understanding is that glass weighs a lot compared to other recyclable materials. How do you expect that to affect the city's tonnage in recycling, and will that increase landfilling costs if that glass is then sent to the landfill?
Certainly glass weighs a significant amount in the recycling stream. But the one thing that the city can avail itself of, and we've talked a lot about this, there certainly really can help with the mix of contamination that's in there currently. So you can really offset the loss of that. Now understand, glass is a negative value commodity at this point. And glass, I think a lot of people are not familiar with glass. When it breaks, impregnates your fiber-based materials as well as your plastics, and it creates a lot of downstream implications. And so that's why the city, I think, wisely saw that it's a problem.
Is it the most expensive of the recyclable materials, and how much resale value do you get from it?
It's a negative value at this point.
And I will tell you, by taking it out, even the cost that I cited, the 2.7, could conceivably be even lower. So, and when you factor in our fiscal budgetary constraints, it could be a plus for us on the fiscal side.
How many employees did y'all say were at the 2 centers?
Roughly 150.
Okay. So let's just conclude. I think it's a win. It's a win-win for everyone. And again, let me again say to the city council members, number one, extend my apology for kind of laying this on them overnight, literally, or this morning. But with the time conditions as they are, and with spring break being next week, and not having a city councilman next week, and with a lot of people wondering, okay, what's going to happen on March 16th, I just thought it was imperative to get the announcement out today rather than waiting until Monday when I indicated I would come forth with a plan. So I apologize to them and look forward to this, to moving forward and getting and keeping recycling moving, going ahead. Thanks all of you for being present. Thank you.